The first images from the set of HBO's Harry Potter series have now hit the internet, and most of what I'm seeing is negative feedback. People who already were disinterested in watching the show are disappointed that they came up with pitiful costuming for Hagrid. I don't know if I think it's as bad as they're saying, but I'm not a fan of the original movies or books, so I'm not emotionally invested in this in that way.
The costuming always looks bad when it's taken from a set photo. So what you're not seeing here is color grading. You're not seeing lighting. You're not seeing camera work. Like this is true of almost any movie and TV show. If you go look at Marvel on set, like even Spider-Man the other day, those were edited photos, right? He doesn't look the same when you can see like the stitch lines in his costume and stuff like that. So if you're going to be criticizing this, it's going to be more on the realm of like you were probably already not a fan of this. I do laugh because they said they finally got the clothes right because it's supposed to take place in the 90s. This is about accurate for what you would have been wearing in the 90s if you were wearing hand-me-down clothes.
Like a little, what is it called? It's not a bomber jacket.
No, it's like it looks like a beat-up Columbia jacket.
A windbreaker. The color,
it's heavier than a windbreaker.
It's like a color-blocked windbreaker sort of jacket with like the turquoise.
So if you see these marks here on his face, this is so if you can't tell, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom so they can get a good idea of what he looks like. This is what he looks like without the mask on. Right there.
I didn't even recognize him at first.
I mean, it's quite well done, and these are most likely tracking markers that will be used for post-production to really seal up the look when he's on camera.
I didn't realize that they were just going to have him in a mask. Like, why didn't they just choose an actor who looks more like the character then?
I mean, I'm guessing he's the best actor they got, and he does look like him once they put the mask on him. And they probably always wanted to do that to get, that size of a face.
Well, someone said that they don't believe it's actually Nick Frost on set. They said it's a mask worn by a taller performer to give Hagrid his height, and that's not even Nick Frost with the marks on his face.
Oh, I mean,
and they said they'll be CGIing his mouth movement on in post-production. But that's, at that point, why'd you even hire Nick Frost?
I mean, if I look at it, if I look at it here, and you go up to here...
Is that just a totally different guy?
Why would you do that then?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like if that's true, that's kind of insane.
So then you're really just hiring him to overdub the lines?
Right?
I guess?
I have no idea, but I did not recognize him in costume compared to out of costume.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild if true.
I'm going to go ahead and say that I approve of this look of, 90s Harry Potter. He's wearing Dudley's hand-me-down clothes. This is about right.
Are the jeans right?
The jeans, yeah. I mean, he's not wearing JNCOs. I don't know if they wore JNCOs in the in the UK.
9-year-olds wear JNCO jeans.
One thing that did kind of draw concern to me, which I forgot about until just this moment, like last week, there was like an article written about how they spent 7 days on location at this burger shop. Which is like, there's one throwaway scene that's in the, I don't know if it was in the movies, but in the books, where after Hagrid takes Harry to Diagon Alley for the first time, after he finds out that he's a wizard, they get like a cheeseburger on the way back to dropping him off at the Dursleys, because he doesn't go straight to Hogwarts, he goes back to the Dursleys until school starts. And I was like, if they spent 7 days in a burger shop shooting like 9,000 hours of coverage, they're going to be 200 years old by the time this is done.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like 7 days on location. Did the burger joint just like...
I didn't know that about the story though. Like, British people eat cheeseburgers in the 90s?
Apparently. It's not all, what is it?
Why wouldn't they get something
shepherd's
British?
Pie?
They should go get a takeaway.
Maybe that was only in the...
Get a Chinese.
Actually, it would be funny if that was only in the Sorcerer's Stone version, not the Philosopher's Stone version that they released in the UK. Did he eat something different in the British version?
British people... even now don't really like eat cheeseburgers, right?
Yeah, I remember the lines. They say they
90s.
sat down at the burger place and sat on the plastic chairs, and I remember those lines from the book very specifically. But all I could think about was just like on day 6, how many, like Harry's fat now.
How many takes do you
Yeah.
need? One of the tweets reacting to the Hagrid photos said, "This is how I learned that Nick effing Frost is playing Hagrid. F you, Nick, for having no backbone and integrity. Your words mean nothing. Absolutely nothing."
They're very mad at him because he's like pro-trans rights, but he's doing. I think if I remember
that's
correctly.
why they're mad.
So there he is. They got the glasses correct. You can see the marks on his face there.
I can't tell if it's the actor is so tall or if it's that the child is short.
It's also crazy because he's on the edge of the curb here. So he's
yeah,
actually
I didn't
taller.
even notice that.
He's actually taller here. That's done on purpose right there, I'm sure. To like frame the shot better.
Child actors get way more opportunities when they're shorter than average.
Yeah. I was watching a JB Spooky Reviews X-File review for like an episode from season 6 where they were doing all these one-take camera shots, and because they were doing this really ambitious camera shot, they couldn't use what they would call Scully's box, which is the box she would always stand on to make her not as short as she actually was, so that she actually looked closer in height to David Duchovny. But we have more than that here. This is the entirety of the new Weasley family. So it looks like we're going to be having broccoli cuts if we're not careful.
Well, it looks like 2 of them are actual brothers.
Twins, yeah.
Twins,
Because
and then
the
the other
Fred and
ones-
George are actual, identical twins, so they have to do that.
I said I am kind of surprised that they cast actual gingers
Yep.
in 2025. Maybe this is a vibe shift.
So I guess this would be Percy Weasley. He doesn't look quite smarmy enough, but...
Oh, he looks pretty smart.
And I'm going to go ahead and say Molly Weasley looks a little too thin. She doesn't quite have the homely look that Molly Weasley had in the books and in the movies.
They'll give her some, a bad haircut or something. You know?
Mary's like, well, if we're having too many thin people, I guess it's a win for
Right, I was like, if you're worried that the actresses are too attractive, maybe we're taking a step in the right direction.
I didn't see the dad yet, but hopefully we'll get that casting soon. Dominic McLaughlin was asked about how he felt about this, and he says it's a huge dream come true, and that it's a bit surreal, which you were very fond of.
Yeah, I took note of his use of the word surreal, because this kid is what, 9?
Yeah. He's not as well spoken. He is not as well spoken as Arabella Stanton, who's very well spoken.
Yeah, I wouldn't have used that word at his age, but these kids are very smart. And they're charming.
Yeah, you'll maybe you won't fall in love with the actress here, but she's very charming for.
She talks just like Hermione in the early movies.
Here we go.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. It was very funny because I got back from school and my parents said, right, we need to have a talk to you about your behaviour. And I was like, what have I done wrong? I was so nervous that they were going to tell me off and I'd be like suspended from school. And they were like, okay, so you're going to be playing the part of Hermione Granger in the audio series. And I just stopped for a few seconds. I was like, what? I thought it was about behaviour. I was like so shocked. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was so happy. I think I talk quite like Hermione. And in audio, you have to pronounce your words a lot. And so I think Hermione sort of overdoes that because she talks very well. It's a little bit younger, I think. So yeah, I think I had to pitch it a little bit higher and pronounce my words more. I think I'm quite similar to Hermione. I mean, I think I'm fairly good at school. I always want to do everything perfectly, but I have to tell myself, no, I can't do everything perfectly. It's so complicated, like there's a huge desk with all little buttons you have to press for the right cues. It's a big soundproof room, and there are quite sometimes squishy things on the walls to make it soundproof. And I mean, you wear a set of headphones, and the director talks into your headphones to give you tips on the lines. It's time to find out what magic sounds like.
Okay. So, you know what? They're gonna do everything in their power to make these kids as likable as possible, as they should, to get people excited to go see this. And they have a lot to... I mean, there's you can't really live up to the cultural relevance of what Harry Potter was when the book series came out and then the movies came out. But they're gonna do their best.
That is precisely why so many people who aren't even making a statement about J.K. Rowling and how they feel about her political controversies are basically saying no one wants this. It's way too soon. It's already the movies are already fresh. You don't need to reboot it this close after the original movies. And it's just something that people are automatically uninterested in because it's been done so... It's something that they remember from, like, 15 years ago.
Not to mention the fact that they got it done in record time. Like, think about how long it takes to make a season of Stranger Things now.
Ugh.
Like, getting the movies done as quickly as they did was kind of impressive.
Right.
If you really think about it. And it's weird because the movies have become synonymous with winter and Christmas. They're synonymous with the Christmas and I guess to a lesser extent the Halloween season, but mostly Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, people kind of think about watching these movies around the holidays. And I don't know if it will necessarily dilute the cultural influence of the originals, but it's not going to have the ability to stand on its own the way the originals did.
One of the tweets that I saw after these images came out said, "Raise your hand if you will not be watching that embarrassing and quite frankly pathetic Harry Potter reboot." And I genuinely can't tell if this person is saying it because they dislike J.K. Rowling or if they dislike the Snape race swap. That's like I
either side could be
exactly
telling you not to watch it.
And most of the replies are basically saying they're just recycling IP. This is stale. We don't want it.
From what I can tell, the logo is the exact same. I thought they were gonna update the logo at least.
Oh, that would have been a bad idea.
I mean, Cracker Barrel did it today, and it fell, just horribly on its face. So.
Yeah, they should do. Yeah, they did. They made the right decision by keeping the original logo.
Cracker Barrel could have learned from them. That would have been good. Look, I'll probably get HBO Max for a month to watch the first couple of episodes. Yeah.
Well, will you wait for the whole season to come out before you subscribe to watch it all at once?
Maybe that would be,
because they are going to do a timed release.
Yeah, maybe that would be
the way
better.
HBO does.
Life was better when everybody released all their episodes at once and I didn't have to do weekly releases, but there's no way they were ever going to dump all of this at one time.
I guess we could review it, but that's I don't know, that's so far away. And
it's not slop enough to it's not Velma.
It's too bland. We're not going to love it, we're not going to hate it, so what's the point, right?
It's not Velma where you get the views because people want to watch you suffer.
I don't think this is going to have a hate watch audience.
No, it's going to have a regular one. I mean, look, there's an audience here for millennials with their kids to show this.
Mm-hmm. I still think there's something inherently wrong with making the kids sign this contract to give away the next decade of their lives when they don't understand the consequences yet, obviously. But
I mean, they've had a ready packaged career put in front of them. Most people are gonna. I get the critique of it, but it's like their futures are now set.
Yeah, if they stick with it, which I imagine will be incredibly difficult for them.
We'll have to wait and see.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.